A top UFC icon has raised concerns about Magomed Ankalaev's impact on the organization, claiming he's hurting the UFC rather than helping it. As the Russian light heavyweight champion prepares for his highly anticipated title defense against Alex Pereira at UFC 320, the spotlight is on whether this fight will elevate the sport or create more division. This Saturday's showdown marks the first time Ankalaev will defend his title after a dramatic upset victory over Pereira at UFC 313 earlier this year. In that match, Ankalaev dominated Pereira on the feet and outlasted him in 5 grueling rounds, a performance that left many fans stunned. But the aftermath has sparked debate. Pereira, who suffered a tough loss, has already hinted at his next opponent, signaling a shift in the landscape of the division. The controversy deepens when considering Ankalaev's role in the UFC ecosystem. When he claimed the title by defeating Pereira, many expected a smooth transition of star power to the Russian. However, the reality is far more complicated. UFC analyst Din Thomas recently suggested that Ankalaev should be traded to the PFL for Dakota Ditcheva, a rising star known for her charisma and marketability. While Ankalaev mocked Thomas's comment with a humorous image of himself being knocked out during his UFC tenure, fellow former fighter Brendan Schaub backed the analyst's stance, arguing that Ankalaev's presence is actually harming the UFC's financial and strategic goals. The UFC's business model would generate more revenue from Dakota than from Magomed, Schaub explained in a recent video. If Ankalaev keeps beating bigger names, it's hurting the promotion. He's a beast in the octagon, but his public persona is a challenge. The UFC needs faces that can draw crowds, and Ankalaev's style doesn't always align with that. This raises a critical question. Is the UFC prioritizing talent over brand value, or is Ankalaev's dominance creating an imbalance? Meanwhile, the push to bring Dakota Ditcheva into the UFC remains strong. Despite her impressive win in July and her commitment to the PFL, she has made it clear she won't be joining the UFC anytime soon. Her focus on the PFL seems to be a strategic choice, possibly influenced by the UFC's current direction. This situation highlights a broader debate. Should the UFC prioritize fighters with marketable personalities, even if they're not the most technically skilled? Or should they continue to reward raw talent, regardless of its impact on the organization's image? What do you think? Are we missing something here? The conversation around Ankalaev's role in the UFC is far from over, and it's a conversation worth having.